What are we getting into
Me and
today?
Grant Cardone were talking business the other day.
Dude, I was just about to say that's what Grant...
You and Grant Cardone were talking business. That's crazy that you know him personally.
Well, I don't know him personally, but I was chatting with him.
Where were you chatting with him?
Well, it was a Twitter space, and I just kind of hopped in and asked some questions.
What questions did you have prepared for Grant Cardone?
I didn't have any prepared. It was just kind of stuff that came up as he was talking.
Off the dome, kind of?
Yeah, it was off the cuff. It was improv.
So you obviously had like a good question. What was your best question you asked him?
What was the best question I asked him?
Yeah,
Is that
like,
what he said?
yeah, like your favorite one or whatever.
My favorite question that I asked?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the better question would be to him. What was his favorite question that I asked?
Yeah.
He would be better to answer.
But there's no answer that you wanted from him that you were just like dying to get. Like you just wanted to know
there were,
about him.
but it's kind of personal. That's why I asked it in a space.
In a space. In an X, the everything app spaces.
Yeah. Right after I gave him my credit card number live on air.
Brother.
Oh shit. Dude, Grant Cardone's my guy.
That's my dog right there.
I read his book, 1,000 Ways to Build a Business with Money.
You actually read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And number 647 is...
And he remembers right off the rip which number it was.
Yeah, because it's the only one I remember. It's called To Use the Money Towards the Business Venture that you're getting into.
That's what it says word for word.
Yeah, I'm serious. And he says that he wakes up and he does every 1,000 of those points every day. Yeah, that's how he maintains his great wealth.
I don't even think I have 1,000 different thoughts every day.
That's how he maintains his great wealth.
Morning routine video. That's 1,000 points.
Is he one of those guys that's like, I have 4 days. I have 4 days in my day. I sleep for 2 hours and then I wake up and then I do this X amount of things.
You do a cold shower.
Yeah.
Shower. Freezing cold.
Freezing cold. It wakes me up.
Drink a glass of lukewarm water.
Yes.
That's the worst way to drink water.
The worst way. Dude, you need water, man. It doesn't matter how it is.
Yeah, but it
doesn't
can't
matter.
be lukewarm.
Water's water, man.
Awesome.
Dude, hell yeah.
Let's fucking go.
You using your new mouth?
That's what... Yeah, I'm training my new mouth. That's just what I wanted to happen right before is...
Right before what? Huh?
It all kicks off.
It all kicks off?
Yeah.
So what are we kicking off today, Johnny Paradise?
It's John Paradise, man.
Yes. Well, that was only for Valorant. Professionality for Valorant.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I love it so much I have to operate it professionally.
So what are we kicking off?
Well, I mean, we should probably welcome everyone back to the show.
Okay, welcome them back.
You want me to welcome them back?
Chris can welcome them.
Oh, I answered that question incorrectly.
Which one?
The what are we kicking off?
Yeah.
Oh, I did?
Yep.
Wait.
So the first
hello guys. On today's episode, we are talking about Gamescom while unking 1 million beaters. So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. Here I am cracking.
It's John
open,
Paradise.
I'm CJ cracking open my one of my 1 million beards.
Beaters.
Chris is frozen on my screen.
Both of you are frozen on mine.
Oh, and that's Chris. John Paradise.
You can call me JP.
And CJ. And Chris. So we're doing this episode.
Well, welcome back to the second episode.
Oh. He's back, dude.
Dude, you were frozen for like a minute.
Boys, I'm chilling.
Dude, okay, welcome back. I introduced you while you were away.
Yes, thank you. I can hear you guys. It's just the screen was frozen.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good.
I did not know.
But anyways, welcome back to the second episode.
Yes.
we're talking about games and more games, of course, our favorite kind of games. Some stuff from Gamescom, Xbox, other stuff going on. Fun times for the fun times.
Fun times we had, fun times the Gamescom people had, and fun times we are going to have in the future.
And then we'll finish things off by talking about 2D Vance.
Ooh.
2D Vance.
Like
Yeah, it's because when you look at him from the side, when you're standing next to him, you can't see him.
I gotta find that video.
I'm going to have to pull up some videos for that. Yeah, absolutely. I'll work on those while we're chatting about games.
Because you haven't
games,
seen
and
that
more
yet,
games.
Jonathan, have you?
I did end up seeing it because
Oh, you did?
yeah, fucking Jarvis and Jordan talked about it, so I saw it.
Oh my god. This is so funny.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be on camera, and then they just didn't blur her out.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it later. Alright, but let's just jump into it.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I cannot get myself into this document. I closed out of it too many times. We're all very prepared for this, listeners. Thank you. Appreciate your ability while we talk about
Your ever dying support.
Bethesda.
What did you say? Ever dying support?
Yeah.
Like it's always dying constantly.
Yeah, and we are the content creators to constantly keep it going, so it never depletes.
Keep it going so much so that it dies and goes again.
Right.
No, it never dies. It's just like we have.
But
to
he
get
said
so much...
ever dying,
Yeah,
which would imply that it's always dying.
Unless we work against the dying.
Oh,
We are the content.
it was like a
creators.
motivational
Yeah,
thing.
we're saving
Okay.
the planet
Right.
right
They're
now.
on it back. Grant Cardone, gotta have that success mindset.
Talk about a success mindset.
What about it?
Indiana Jones has a success mindset.
The guy or the game?
The guy.
The
And that
guy.
segues us into the game. Boom.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Great segue.
Yeah.
Gotta give props where it's due.
The funny enough is I don't know anything about it except for it's just probably going to be a worse Tomb Raider or Uncharted.
Well, I guess I'll kind of jump in. I do know a decent bit about it because one of the things that I know Chris was wondering is if he thinks it's gonna flop like Starfield.
Yeah, man. Because it's made by Bethesda, CJ.
Yeah, but it's made by the people. It's made by like the wing of Bethesda, or at least as far as I understand, like similar to like Dishonored and stuff. Wait, no, that's not Bethesda. What am I thinking of?
I think it'll flop, yeah. For sure.
I actually don't think it will flop.
I don't think it'll flop, but is it gonna be good? Like,
No. Because they're going up against
guess.
they're going up against Uncharted. Like I'm not a PlayStation
Yeah, but is
guy,
Uncharted really that good?
Yes. I think so.
is it coming out at the same time?
No, it's just like the
No,
style.
it's
Like the
just,
style
it's like in
of
the same
game.
vein.
Oh,
Yeah.
got you.
I mean, no, Uncharted's basically like Indiana Jones.
I've genuinely never played it, but
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
it's a good game.
it's definitely not that it's going to be the same style as like Starfield and Fallout and Elder Scrolls. It's like a very different. It's like a more narrative thing.
Yeah.
And those games are
it'll-
Prey is what I was thinking of because Prey was pretty cool as far as I know.
I never played that. I don't know. I'm just thinking like Starfield did like it sold well.
It like
Yes.
it like
was
low key
super
flopped.
hyped up. But then
There's still people
after
playing it.
launch, After launch, like so many people quit because it was just not fun.
Yeah.
It was boring. And I'm just
mean,
wondering, I wonder if Bethesda's going like an open world route with this, or if it's going to be like pretty linear.
Yeah, it's like pretty linear, like narrative driven.
Yeah, but is it going to be like Skyrim narrative driven, where it's like still open world? And
No.
you can, like, choose
No.
where to go, or do you
It'll-
think it's going to be like locked off
It's-
levels,
it's
like
like-
Halo?
It'll be like Tomb Raider. You know,
Yeah,
it'll be
Well,
like smaller areas that are kind of linear, a lot of like climbing and cinematic scenes and like the cut scenes.
Yeah, there's
are
a
gonna
lot
be
of
really-
cinematics.
Yeah, and like I love those games. That's why I like
Yeah.
Uncharted.
I like
and
some games like
Tomb
that.
Raider so much because like
Tomb Raider's fire.
it really adds to like the immersion of the game. So I think if Bethesda's making it, it could turn out well, but I just don't think they can compete against. Like, I don't think you can compete
there's been
against
no Uncharted
Uncharted.
for like, but when the last Uncharted came out, what, like
Yeah, but those
8 years
games
ago.
still like hold up. Like people like
I'm not saying they don't, but like nobody's buying them now.
no, but
So
you have like
it doesn't
Uncharted.
matter
You have
if it-
Uncharted fanboys that are trying to get a new Uncharted that are gonna go play this game.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh,
Yeah.
this is like a ripoff.
Since it's fucking releasing on PS5 for seemingly no reason.
It's
but
fine.
I know you have different thoughts.
It's
It's
fine.
fine. It's
It's
fine. It's
fine.
fine.
They can do
What
that.
the Bethesda game is?
Yeah, Indiana Jones is.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted.
I mean, that definitely should have been an exclusive. Like, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, of fucking course. They bought Bethesda to make it exclusive, and then we're like, actually, nah.
But I mean, like, look, Xbox is a monopoly. Like, they are a monopoly.
How?
They're a monopoly because they bought all of that stuff. But what makes them not a
Okay,
monopoly?
when you're talking studio publisher, yeah, they're in that lawsuit with Activision.
Well, they
I
were.
think,
It's
They
even though-
were.
even though
It's
over.
done. It's over. They won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why Modern Warfare 3 is out on Game Pass.
Yeah, true.
It's because Xbox knew how to play it. They played it
They
they played it
that
as
was played what? Yes.
they played it to be inclusive. So to be able to buy these publishers, they had to become inclusive. They couldn't just make exclusives.
Well,
If
they
they
had
constantly
to make the
made
argument that not everything would be exclusive.
yeah, and we'll still get
Like
exclusives.
But will we? I think that's the problem. It's
Yeah,
like,
we will for sure. Because they won't like.
because if fucking Halo, whatever the fuck, and Forza Horizon 6 come out on PS5, it is Jover for sure.
Okay.
Why?
Well,
Why
so
though?
I actually have a good thought on this that I was thinking about earlier today.
Chris about to drop a
alright.
take bomb on us right now. Let's
yeah,
hear it.
man. Listen, the console exclusives right now are dropping on console and PC, right?
Yes.
Like almost all of them are dropping
Yes.
like Xbox and PC or PS5 and PC.
Yes.
And so it's like they have these exclusives and they want people to buy their specific console to play that exclusive. So you
Yes.
have people who want to play everything, they're gonna buy a PS5 and an Xbox for like $1,100.
Yes.
Or you could just buy a decent PC for $1,000 and get both and not have to have both consoles.
And
But
you-
there's some
is the
people that are
argument that I
never
have.
gonna buy a PC. There's just some people that only play on console.
But that's fine because
I
like
think
they're
it's starting to change though.
No.
Is the thing, like, why would they buy two consoles when they could just buy one?
Because
PC
now,
and
but
PC?
because the problem with this is that if they don't buy two consoles because like everything comes out on PS5 also, then Sony becomes the one with a monopoly there because they're the only console. So like, but if they're the only console, they can charge whatever they want and charge whatever they want for games. That's the problem I have with it.
so I don't know. I don't think they'll do that because I think Sony's losing too much. Like I think they're already like lost.
Well, it seems
Like they
both are
can't
losing.
they can't
Well,
com-
we'll get into Sony later a little bit more too, but like
they can't compete against Game Pass. Like at all.
nobody can.
No,
Like-
no.
That's the only advantage.
And the thing is
Well, not the only, but
being like a PC owner and an Xbox owner is there a seamless integration between the two. So there's
yeah.
no reason that I would ever buy a PlayStation and a computer because I can't connect the two. They're separate from each other. But like I can do everything I can on my console on my computer, even stream my console to my computer and play it with no issues. There's no reason that I should get a PlayStation.
I mean,
And
I
that-
agree, but I also think that part of that is because we are all like Xbox.
No, PlayStation
Fans, I guess.
PlayStation does not have like a cloud play service.
Well, they do, but it's bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad.
I mean, you can buy the PS Portal. You can buy a device just to do that, and it's still bad.
What and fly
Yeah, but that
and
runs
fly on like a
Steam,
JSX
doesn't it?
plane with
What'd you
Starlink
say,
on
Chris?
it and then be able to play it? Like
Is the PS Portal, is that the handheld?
Yeah, it only streams.
Okay, but
And
it
it's
plays
sh-
Steam games too, though. So
Yeah. Does it?
what?
yeah, doesn't
Wait,
it play
no.
Steam games or does it just play? Yeah, I swear, man.
Does it? Because it can
no,
only
the only thing you can stream is your PS5.
and it's
Okay,
it has
I'll
to
just
be
edit
your
that out so I
console.
don't sound like a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, no, you might as well keep it in at this point.
Yeah, because now there's too much to edit out. Because now you made it so we're talking about it more.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought that they could play Steam games on there.
No, that would make it more enticing. But you
Yes,
can
they
remote
don't-
play Steam on anything else, right? Like I can remote play Steam on my phone.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a different one. Maybe
like the Asus.
Google released a
Asus,
handheld.
the Asus one?
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
one of those,
the Zephyrus, or no? What's it called?
yeah, one of those new ones that came out not that long ago is, I guess, what I'm thinking of. That place.
Yeah.
Is.
Yeah, the ROG Ally. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah.
That's
Right,
cool.
right,
I think that thing's cool.
I think
But
that
that's a different thing.
I think that Xbox can give away its exclusives because it's just like superior. Like it is like all the connections and all the cloud play and all the Game Pass and stuff. Like PlayStation cannot compete against that. So if they need the games, then take the games.
I think we all agree with that, but I also think most people just buy PS5. I mean, the PS5 is like crushing in sales.
Then they can buy a PS5.
Yeah, but also it's like
have fun with that.
the games are really what make the money now, not the hardware anymore.
Right.
Like
Nobody's making money on hardware at all.
Yeah, so it makes more sense financially for them to get rid of exclusives because then they have another platform that they can monetize. You know,
I guess. It does seem like, well, they're obviously going to make more money releasing games on their native console than they are on PS5.
Well, they wouldn't release only a PS5 game.
I know, but I'm saying if Xbox stops making consoles because of this, because I think that's
won't.
a fear a lot of people have.
They won't.
I don't think they
people
would
can't
make
afford
less money.
people can't afford PCs. Like
Right, but they can't afford PS5s, which is the problem.
and they can afford Xboxes too.
Right, but most people don't. Is the point that I'm making, I guess.
Does really
Yeah,
is PlayStation really hold the market share?
Not in America, but everywhere else they do.
Yes,
In America, it's pretty
significantly more
split.
sales.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But like everywhere in Europe, Japan, everywhere else in Asia that they sell them, Sony is like sweeping, which is bad for the console market in general, I think.
Okay, so do you think
Nintendo doesn't compete with Sony?
Do you think that like there are more people playing Xbox games than there are people owning PlayStations?
Owning PlayStation.
Wait. Elaborate. What do you mean?
So like it's easier
talking about on PC and
easier
stuff too?
no, it's easier to play an Xbox game. Yeah, like in general. Like it's a lot easier to play a Microsoft Studios game than it is like
yeah,
than it is to like buy a
it's native.
PlayStation. And it's native in like everything. There are even TVs that are coming out with like capabilities to do.
I know my TV can do
cloud
it. I
play.
can stream Xbox to my TV.
Yeah. So do you think more people are playing Xbox games than there are people owning Sony consoles? It's like a convoluted question, but
it is.
If you include, like, the PS4 and
Worldwide.
all that,
yeah,
I
like
don't think so.
worldwide. Like
No.
I think most people. I don't know, because like, what do you have like that's popular on PC that Microsoft? I guess Sea of Thieves, Flight Simulator.
yep. Halo.
I guess Call of Duty now technically.
Call of
Halo's
Duty.
so bad right now.
No, yeah,
Halo's
but
in
like
the dump. Well, it's popular on Xbox still. It is. It's in the top games on Xbox, but
It is, yeah.
it is nowhere on PC.
oh, people don't play it on PC. I mean, I would.
People, if they do, they play it on Xbox's like native app, not on Steam. Steam numbers are atrocious.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
I play Sea of Thieves on the Xbox app. You can play
Yeah.
Valorant from the Xbox app.
Dude, the GOAT.
Like, I bet you people. I don't know, dude. Let Xbox rake it in, man. Let Xbox spend all of their money and dump it into Bethesda making Fallout 7 and have it be the best game in the world, like
Dude,
Skyrim.
they need to hurry up Elder Scrolls 6.
Dude, I want to play Skyrim so bad. I like constantly jones to play Skyrim, but then I play Skyrim and I'm like, I already did this.
Like
times.
the hundreds, maybe thousands of hours.
I
into
can't
it.
do this anymore. Like, I can't. I need something else.
I really want the new Elder Scrolls game. Like, it's probably years and years and years away, but also I'm like, if
I
it,
think they said
with how much-
2027 earliest.
yeah, but that was 3 years ago. They said that 2 years.
I think
ago
that
they
was
said
at E3 this past year.
E3
Not
was-
E3, whatever the fuck it's called.
Gamescom.
Summer
I don't
Game
believe that.
Fest.
No,
I don't
Summer
believe
Game
that at all,
Fest.
man. I mean, I would love to see it sooner, but I also have a concern now with how bad Starfield was. Like, I know they do more world building with their Elder Scrolls because it's not generated, but I just hope they improve their engine so it's not the same crappy facial animations and like.
Yeah,
low
I do think
poly faces
Starfield
that they've
looked
had
pretty
for
good
years.
overall.
No, it did. It looked way better than Fallout 4 did.
Yeah. But I agree, the animations, some of them were pretty stale, I would
They
say.
just need to update what they're doing. Like,
Also, yeah, fucking like Baldur's Gate the conversations you have with NPCs are so in depth.
Yeah.
And in fucking like Starfield, I didn't play a whole lot of it, but some of the conversations are so boring.
No, it's like a classic like Bethesda like interaction.
But that has to get better. And I like pretty much every Bethesda game. I wish I played Starfield more, but it like didn't land with me really. Some people love it. I did not.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
Didn't I read?
I played 12 hours.
I think I played like 2 days of Starfield.
Yeah, you got into
Like,
it, which is good.
You played like 48 real life hours of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it was straight through too.
No, I like played it really slowly, and
Damn, did not land any.
that is, I didn't even hear it, honestly. I was thinking about Starfield. I played it really slowly and did all of the side quests like as they appeared. So like I never focused on the main story. I only focused on side questing until I like got to points where it would give me more side quests. Then I would like progress through the story. And that probably what killed the game for me, because I did it really slowly, but it was fresh. It was a fresh game. It was like, I really liked it because it was nice to see, like, even Fallout 4 was a good game, but it was still like very much Fallout 3.
Yeah, it just looked better.
It looked better, and it was like a good story and fun to play, but Starfield is like actually a different, like it feels like a different Bethesda game.
It does feel a lot better. I just don't know if it felt better enough in comparison to like everything else.
Because it played just like a Bethesda game.
Yeah, it was just a better Bethesda
There
game.
was like, it was fresh and nice and modern, but I was very much like, oh, this is just literally just playing another like Skyrim.
I feel like if there was like any exploration to it, though, I would have been way more into it. But the fact that the planets were so just,
I mean,
that's why I fell off of No
generated
Man's
mush.
Sky in like 2 days too, because like the planets are all just fucking not the same nothingness.
Yeah, I know, because I enjoyed that, like the
I did
actual
too.
gameplay aspect of it.
Yeah, it was
really
fun.
cool. But then it's like once you get past that initial like hump of learning the game, it's like this is all just the same, and it's not
and I don't want to keep
fun
doing
past
this.
And I feel like that's the problem I have with Starfield too. Kind of, it's like I went to like 3 different planets. They all have the same like auto-generated structures and like nothing in between. And I was like, this is just like, I don't want to do this for 40 hours. Like,
I get it. I mean, I think that's why it didn't do as well as they hoped it would.
oh, for sure.
but
And
The DLC looks insane, by the way. I don't know if you guys have seen anything about it, but like the trailers and what I have seen of it, it looks ridiculous. Like it looks like a full-blown like horror game now, which is kind of sick.
is it out? I think it came out, right? DLC?
It comes out in I think in a few weeks.
No shit, maybe I can't.
I mean, I have the
Can't play
fucking
right
deluxe
now.
thing because
I think I do too.
It came with my GPU.
Wow, cool. Aren't you
I know.
so cool?
I know.
What are you running this game?
Sponsored by
playing?
Ghost Hydration.
Are you running this game we're playing at 240 FPS flat?
Valorant?
Yeah, no, we're playing a game right now. Listeners can't see it, but
You guys are playing a game without me.
no, we all 3 are playing a game. And
Oh,
obviously
right,
not
that
paying
game.
attention.
I forgot.
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
guys were talking about a different
No,
game.
we're talking about the game we're playing right in front of us.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's running at 380 frames per second,
But
and my
yeah,
monitor
whatever.
goes that high anyway, so
Yeah.
it looks really good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the gameplay.
The gameplay's pretty cool. So it's basically like
know.
it's kind of, I don't know if you guys remember like the Xbox Connect camera. So I'm kind of like on camera for like Xbox Connect games, and basically the other people in the game kind of respond to what I say to the camera.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
that. And I don't know, you guys are probably playing the same game, so
We-
it probably feels the same.
We are. I do feel the same, but I just
it's pretty
started
crazy.
playing it, so I need you to explain it to me so I can play it now.
You
Was that you making the live face sweat?
No, that was me gaming right there. Oh, the
CJ when he
Dude,
realizes
he's
we're playing a
gay.
game.
hold on.
That's crazy.
Oh god. Yeah, I guess
I guess we move on to the next topic.
Well, mean,
I guess we
with
play
the
some more
Xbox
games.
stuff, what's the Game Pass, changing? I don't really know that much
Oh,
about that, but I know that's a big thing.
what's the point of Xbox? Okay, yeah, that.
Oh, we definitely
The-
talked about that.
No. Like with Game Pass, what's going on with Game Pass?
Yeah, the
stuff?
changes with Game Pass is so the Ultimate was $16.99. It is now $19.99, which is starting to get to the point where I think for some people it's like if there's only a couple games they're playing on there, they might as well just buy the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they got rid of the Game Pass console, which I think was like $12 before. And now they're just doing Game Pass Core, which is basically Xbox Live Gold with some like 20 or 25 games. None of them are new. It's like Halo 5 and Gears 4 and 5 and like games from
crazy.
years ago.
Dang.
And then I think they just added Control to it, which is actually pretty good, but still $10 a month for Control. And then they're launching Game Pass Standard, which is $15 a month and comes with Core. But Standard is like most of the games, but it doesn't get day one games, and some of the day one games will take 12 months or more to come to Game Pass Standard.
12 months or more?
That's what they said. They said games can take up to 12 or more months, which is like,
up to
how can it
12.
be both?
What?
It can be up to 12 and more than 12.
That's, I mean, 12 months is
That
entirely
is
too
so
long.
long.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, because by
entirely
then
too
the game
long.
is probably half price
It's
or
dead at
less
that point.
anyways.
It's dead at that point.
Yeah.
Nobody's playing it anymore.
Unless it's like fucking Fortnite, but that it doesn't matter.
So isn't Call of
Yeah.
Duty supposed to be a day one game?
It is, but it's still day one on Ultimate. So anyone who's Ultimate, but then
Yeah, but aren't
No,
they,
but
aren't they,
like- but-
phasing out Ultimate 2 where you have to like
No.
be grandfathered into it, or what's that?
Ultimate is staying.
So, okay,
So the thing that they're grandfathering is Game Pass Console, which does get day one games, but doesn't come with PC Game Pass and doesn't come with EA Play. But then they're keeping PC Game Pass for cheaper than Game Pass, the $15 tier, which will get day one games still. Which is probably the most confusing thing about it. So like it makes more sense to have a PC now.
So,
it does
but
that.
like
That's
Game
what I'm
Pass,
saying.
but Game Pass Ultimate comes with EA Play
Yeah, and PC Game Pass,
PC
and
Game Pass.
console.
and Game Pass console, and then you get
Yeah.
day one games and you get all of
Yeah.
the games.
Yes.
Okay,
But
so
PC Game Pass is the same minus console and EA Play.
okay,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
but how much is PC Game Pass? Is it
15.
It'll be 12.
12.
Yeah. So it's even cheaper than standard, which is where it gets confusing.
So
Dude, that's crazy.
you had like, so they sold Call of Duty Beyond Game Pass as a day one game, but you have to have Ultimate to get it, and then it'll probably take forever for Call of Duty to come on Game Pass for standard
Yes.
because it's like wrapped up with Sony, so they'll probably just
No,
roll
it's
that off.
it's just wrapped up with the fact that Microsoft isn't going to release them onto standard.
I know, but like they still have the Call of Duty contract, so they can still
Oh yeah,
hold
for
like
one more year or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. So it
It's
could,
not expiring with Black Ops 6 though. That's why
Black Ops
Modern
6 is the
Warfare 3
last, I think.
but didn't they sign another contract with
No,
them?
no, they didn't. The only thing they have, I think, is like cosmetic
Oh,
something,
yeah,
but only for
'cause-
Black Ops 6, and then it
because
ends.
Modern Warfare 3 was super delayed because the contract was still going on. They could not release it on Game
yeah.
Pass, even though Activision had been acquired. But Black Ops
And
6
now
is day one.
but now they did release Modern Warfare 3,
Yeah.
so
Because the contract expired, probably.
Yeah.
yeah, because the purchase of Activision was finalized, which I think superseded their contract, which is why they can release
Yeah, I
Black
guess
Ops.
that makes sense too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think the main thing is that if you are on PC and don't have a console, it doesn't make any sense to get Ultimate.
Ultimate, yeah.
The only reason to get Ultimate is if you, I mean, I have it still and I probably will keep it, but that's because
Yeah,
I
me
want day
too.
one games.
Yeah,
And I also I play on Xbox sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, and like, I don't know, you can.
And
play
I
on-
like to. It's nice to sit on the couch and play on the console.
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
It like cloud saves too.
I mean, I
don't,
never.
Dude, it's
the cloud saves are great. Yes.
Like-
Cloud gaming is too
No, cloud-
laggy for me.
cloud gaming's whatever, but
It's far off from being where it needs to
Yeah.
be.
cloud gaming's one thing. I mean,
It's
I,
really cool. I just think it's too
Yeah.
far away.
I stream my console to my PC. Like I don't Like
does that work well for you?
Yeah, it works great. They're both.
Well, they're on the same Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like
it's when you if you play on a tablet and you're like in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
Let me whip out my Galaxy Tab and play some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 in this coffee shop.
Dude,
let me connect to
COD Kids hyper movement on that.
Let me
try to deal with it on 4 frames per second.
I try to do the backwards jump and like I fall out of the chair because I
trying to play that on a plain Wi-Fi on your phone.
Oh yeah, dude, that's I mean that's never gonna be possible probably, but
it has to be at some point. Dude, but I think we're still like 10 years
Like
out.
I said, the JSX flights have Starlink on them.
What's JSX?
It's like a.
Also, Starlink sucks.
It's like a. It's whatever. It works. It works. I'm not a fan, actually. But it works. Like that's a thing that I like. It works. It's fine. He did 2 good things. Are you
gonna hop into your Model 3?
He did 2 good. Elon Musk did 2
rocket launch after this.
He did 2 things that I appreciate. There's 2 things I appreciate he did. One of them is Starlink.
Okay.
And the other one is the Tesla supercharger network. And even then, he abandoned it.
Yeah.
Abandoned it.
However, whatever. Shut up.
Abandoned.
There it is. Thanks. Chris, edit that out so I don't sound like a fucking idiot.
If mine's staying in, yours has to stay in, brother.
He doesn't want anybody to know that he has a Model 3.
Yeah, dude, I have a huge Model 3 guy.
Oh man, you're a huge Model 3 guy.
Yeah. I put like the carbon fiber duck lip spoiler on it.
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude.
And it's
about an M3 wing.
It's a white over white Model 3.
Yeah, with silver wheels.
No, it has black wheels.
Okay.
The windows are tinted out black. I have red badges on it. And I had the one with the hubcaps, but I took the hubcaps off. So
I think I texted you this, CJ, but I saw a Model X or a Model Y with a gloss black. It was white with a gloss black trunk.
Ugh.
Or no, a matte black trunk and a gloss black hood and mirrors.
Oh god.
And then it had red logos.
Dude,
of course it did.
Horrible.
Like pick up black. You can't do both,
dude.
I think the red logos is one of the worst things that people do on that car.
I hate that
100%.
Shit.
It's terrible.
It's like you don't have a sports car, today. You have a dishwasher.
Yeah. I saw a Cybertruck today at an apartment complex that I was at, and I was just like, why is this here? You don't need this if you live
$100,000 on the Tesla truck.
Yeah. And also it was parked just in a normal spot between cars, and I was like, God, that looks so fucking bad.
Yeah, it looks insane.
Dude,
it looks insane.
Every time I see one. I sent you guys that picture, the one with the fucking googly eyes too.
Yeah.
I love the video that somebody posted the other day of the kid getting run over in the middle of the video.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. That shit's so funny. Dude, every time I see a Cybertruck up close, I am constantly checking the body lines, and they're all fucked up, and they're all different. Every single one's different. I see different Cybertrucks with different body lines. It's horrible.
Maybe you're constantly seeing the same Cybertruck. That's why the body lines.
Well, there's only one in the country.
Yeah.
So
it drives from Orlando to Phoenix to LA pretty much every week.
Yeah, every single day.
And it puts on googly eyes
because of Hyperloop. It uses the Hyperloop. So
yeah.
God damn. I love the Hyperloop, man.
Yeah, I'm usually hopping on to get to my job at the in the mines.
Would you guys play Civ?
Civ 7?
Yeah, well, in general, but sure, Civ 7.
I think I have a couple of them on Steam because they came in like a Humble Bundle or something, but I've never played them.
It's like Age of Mythology.
I thought you were gonna say, yeah, I have a couple of them. Let me go grab them real quick.
I have a couple civilizations.
Like some physical objects.
Yeah, I have a couple. I have a couple
Xbox
One versions of Civ 5. on a disc.
Yeah, just diss tons of them.
Yeah.
Bring, like...
That's so funny. It's a city builder game, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is it
like Age of
strategy?
Mythology.
It's
Which
we definitely should play, and I think will be super
Well,
fun.
I definitely want to play Age of Mythology. Yeah.
it's like
So is it just that, but like more modern?
yeah, well, it's like more of the world, so it uses like different leaders from different countries throughout history, and it goes through the like different times, so it kind of gets a little bit more modern as the game goes on. But you have to like
That's
manage,
cool.
you have to like manage your cities and stuff like that, and then there's the war. What's funny is I don't even know why I brought up
Just
Civ
like
7
real
because
life.
I don't know what the changes are to Civ 7. So
I've never. I mean, I don't know
so
anything
like
about it.
yeah, I just brought it up, and we're all gonna sit here and be like, yeah, great.
Can't wait to play Civ 7 that I know a lot of games about.
Do you know when it comes out?
No. But I will.
Dropping a hot topic. Of
Dropping
zero
with
substance.
zero content, dude. Remember I said
Man. When is this dropping? February 11th, 2025.
First impressions, Chris. What do you think about the first screenshot of the game that you see?
The first thing that I see here is Civ 7 says the new Aegis system will be the hardest thing for fan.
Well,
Too
it turns
hard.
out
It
it's a
changes
good thing
the
we're not
fundamental
fans,
structure
so
of
it
the
won't be
game.
hard for us.
And the screenshot is a guy playing a violin, so that's pretty cool, I guess.
God, dude, what a fun civilization builder.
Yeah, it looks great.
They added in like military leaders, which is something they didn't have, which
So
is
me and
interesting.
Ulysses S. Grant can get down.
Yeah, so like
Hell yeah.
they kind of had stuff like that, but I'm sure they made it more in depth. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I don't know what I'm talking about. I didn't even play it enough. It's a fun game.
Yeah,
We
it's
should
a great
play
game.
it.
I've played a lot of Civ in the past, so really looking
Yeah, me
forward
and
to
my
this
dog
one.
Civ used to play a lot back
Sid.
in the day.
Nice, man.
Sid.
Shut the fuck up, dude. I guess another announcement. Borderlands 4. I don't think Borderlands 4 will flop.
Dude,
Because people still love the game regardless of the movie being bad.
The community is
Dude,
upset with that
it's-
game.
They
Yeah,
are, but I still think they'll like the
No,
game.
it's gonna be a great game. Have you guys played Borderlands?
I have,
I
but for
never
like
have,
3
actually.
hours total, probably.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's a classic looter shooter. It's probably like the staple looter shooter that there is, and it's just dungeons you grind, which is like the best part of any game that there is.
Is it like a campaign or is
Yeah,
it like...
there's a campaign to it, and then when you beat the campaign, you can run back through and get all the kill all the bosses again, and you add like modifiers to it, so you get better loot, and you just try to get like the best guns, and they have like slot machines, and you sell a bunch of money and upgrade your character. Like it's like an RPG looter shooter.
Is it like Destiny then, kind of?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Except there's like gonna be 2 billion guns in it.
What?
Like that's what they like.
Well, oh, because
Are
aren't
they
they all
doing,
different
like-
or something?
Yeah, they're all different. It's all like randomly generated or however you want to say it,
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
of like
okay,
a pool,
yeah.
out of like a pool of pool of options. But like, yeah, I guess it's just like Destiny. And they did this game called Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. It was like a
I heard
spin-off
about that.
game, and
That was on Switch or something, wasn't it?
it might be. It's not like a crazy. It's not like its mainline like main title game.
Okay.
So you play on like a game board, and like you run around the game board, and then you go in to like do dungeons off the game board, and they're just like these little quick like 15-minute runs that you do. You move around. Like it was
Interest-
fucking sick.
Interesting.
I don't think it'll flop either. Like I
definitely don't think the game will flop.
I think they're too
people
good.
love-
They're too good at making those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the
Dude,
movie
it's
was like a
so,
cash grab that didn't
so,
grab any
so
cash.
funny
So
how
I
bad
don't
the
know.
movie did. It's
What'd you
so
say,
funny.
Chris?
It's so funny how bad the movie did.
Yeah, dude. It didn't grab any cash.
There's just-
I looked
just
it up
weird.
just now. It's made 31 million worldwide.
Wow.
So it's
I wonder what-
after marketing probably lost like 150 million.
Well, I think the budget was around 100 million. I thought. is what I
Yeah,
saw.
but with I
But
mean,
even
if
still, yeah.
if you double it for marketing, then you're
Yeah,
way
the
fucking-
budget
crazy.
was 110 120 million.
Yeah, dude. Awesome.
And spent 30 million on advertising, so they just made
Oof.
back their advertising.
Yikes, man.
I mean, Uncharted was a bad movie, and even that didn't flop. Like
I
Uncharted
didn't
did
hate
fine.
the Uncharted
They had
movie.
they had
No,
It was
I didn't
definitely,
hate it.
like,
It just wasn't like
they had
it
better-
wasn't like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
gotta go back and see Uncharted 2.
they had better actors. I think.
Yeah,
Well-
well, Tom Holland is,
Yeah.
Because like
Good.
the girl who plays Lilith is a good actor, but like Lilith is like a younger person. But I
Was
don't
that
know
the
when
one
that
Jamie Lee Curtis played.
Jamie Lee Curtis played. No.
Jamie Lynn
Wait.
Spears.
Yes, that one. Sorry.
Oh, then yes, maybe.
Not Jamie Lynn Spears.
I don't know.
Jamie
No,
Lynn
wait.
Britney Spears'
wait.
sister.
Are you talking about Borderlands? Or are you talking about Uncharted?
Uncharted.
Oh, the movie. Okay, I was talking about the Borderlands movie because Jamie
Oh.
Lee Curtis played.
Oh, Kate
some character in it
Blanchett.
That
Yeah.
was
Kate-
supposed to be younger.
Kate Blanchett
Wait, Kate-
plays Lilith, and that's the character
Oh,
that
that's
I
cool.
think is supposed
I
to
didn't even
be
realize that.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hella herself.
Yeah. I want to watch that movie still.
Uncharted or Borderlands?
Borderlands. Actually, both of them.
I mean, Uncharted. I don't think it's. I didn't hate the movie, but I don't think it's a like good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. The
It's like
Borderlands movie,
Transformers.
I'll watch if they put on like a streaming service, I guess, for fun. But I'm not gonna spend.
I don't
money
even
on
know
it.
if I'll watch it.
Dude, I mean, this is perfect playing games that none of us have played before. I've played some of them before, but like you guys haven't played. We can do that. Done. Gaming channel. You guys playing games
For Borderlands? Does-
Yeah.
For the
Borderlands
like us
multiplayer?
playing games for
Yeah.
okay. Or we could all
It is.
just learn about Civ 7 for the first time since none of us fucking know anything.
Yeah. Dude, I'll hop in a Civ game right now. I probably have it downloaded on my computer.
Oh, yeah, I said we would get into Sony a little bit later, so not necessarily Sony, more the game that they just released.
Dude, CJ, did you see this whole thing with Concord?
Mm-mm.
Oh my
Bro,
god, it's so
fucking
crazy.
hell.
It is so crazy.
So you know how you just said they spent $100 million on Borderlands?
Yeah.
So they spent over $100 million on this game. Just wait till you hear what it launched with.
Yeah, so estimated budget was 100 to 150 million. It's not public, but that's estimated based on like the studios that were behind it and the time that it took and things like that.
Yeah.
They had the idea, I think, 8 years ago, and it's been in production since 2019.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god, man! So they went for the classic hero shooter route.
Not
Like,
enough of those
everybody
around.
wants 5v5 hero shooter.
Like more
basically.
like Valorant or more like Overwatch?
No, it's like Overwatch basically.
Okay.
It's like almost exactly like Overwatch. I watched some gameplay and it's like the same style game as that. So like quirky characters with dumb like quips.
Yeah.
You got a big heavy guy that walks slow who has shields and more health, like that type of like stereotype.
Oh, so it's
Huh?
literally like
You know what I mean?
copy and paste.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's bad. But it came out what, like 2 weeks ago, I think,
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Or, yeah, it's a
on-
week and a half ago.
on PS5 and Steam. It launched on Steam with a peak player count of 660.
Wow.
The most optimistic analysts at the time of recording said that it has sold 31,000 copies.
Jesus.
Dude,
How much was it?
$40
$40?
Yeah,
for a hero shooter.
How did they think they were going to compete in that
dude,
market?
that's every other hero shooter is free with microtransactions,
And they
And
also
it has
free to
microtransactions.
they
and
all,
this has microtransactions, and it's $40.
it's like
By the way,
Call
that
of
means
Duty.
they made 1% of their budget back. 1%.
That's funny. Good for
Yeah.
them.
Dude,
And
I
this
have the
is
Steam charts
is that
up right now.
like is that a Sony game? Like is that
Yes.
a Sony
It's
company?
made by Sony Studios.
Which,
Nuts.
to be fair about Sony, they have not released anything worth playing lately.
Yeah, yeah. They suck.
The last
Dude,
game
it's
I
so
remember,
funny.
the last two Sony games I remember was Spider-Man 2 and God of War Ragnarok. And that's
Yeah,
been...
that's a while ago now.
I
isn't
know,
it?
that's
'Cause
like-
Spider-Man 2 was the launch of the PS5, isn't it?
They have
I think Miles Morales was. Spider-Man 2 was a year or
Oh
two
yeah,
later.
yeah,
they-
yeah.
the
You're right.
PS5. They had that Ratchet
Yeah.
and Clank game, which looked pretty cool.
Dude, I'm constantly playing Ratchet and Clank, so I will be buying a PS5 just now that you reminded me of it.
She Ratchet on my Clank.
Nice, man.
Till like PS5.
Dude, CJ, listen to this one. So the peak players, right? Last 24 hours for this game. It's 2 weeks old. 103.
Jeez.
Which means you're not even finding games, bro.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
released this game at the same time that Shroud releases his like competitive game and Deadlock comes out.
Oh yeah. True.
Well,
I
at least it
forgot
got
about that.
announced, so finally. But Deadlock isn't even out, and it has like 90,000 players.
Yeah. So how did this like Concord or whatever, how did they think they were going to fit into like
Dude,
those
I
two
don't
games
even know.
releasing?
I feel like it
don't
was
even
probably
know.
just like they know it's gonna flop, but it's too late. Like they have to.
That's like just money laundering at that point, dude. It has to be.
Yeah.
Like, what else is the solution? Like, how I saw a stat that said each player was $250,000, like to PlayStation's like bank account. But I don't know if
For
that's
them to
right
create.
with like 31,000 sales. Is that right?
31,000 sales is. I just did it. It's like It's $1.24 million.
Per person.
No, total. Like money
Oh.
made.
Yeah, per person you're looking at. Let me look. If I just say it's 100 million, you're looking at 3,225 per player. I think that 220,000 was based off the peak all time on Steam and not with PlayStation. But I was
Yeah,
watching a
probably.
video from. Do you guys know Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamer?
Yeah.
I do not, but it's fine.
He found like another stats website from PlayStation that shows like how many trophies have been earned on the game by people playing on console, and only 1,100 people have earned trophies. So like everybody.
So it's
probably quit.
every achievement is a rare achievement.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude.
I'm sure that one of those achievements is for finishing the tutorial.
Oh, dude, that's terrible. So only 3% of the people that bought the game beat the tutorial.
yeah. That's crazy. Dude, so they made $1 million. There's no way that whales are gonna sink another 90 million into that game.
No,
Like, is that
no,
their hope now?
that game's done.
No.
It'll go free to play. They'll like try to make something out of it. It'll get like 2,000 players for a week, and then
Yeah, and then
everybody
they'll
will
shut
forget
the
it again.
servers down in 4 months.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
100%.
June 2025, book it. Servers are done.
They'll release like a major update to it that'll bring a bunch bring
They'll
people in.
relaunch it.
Yeah, it'll come with like 2 really cool skins, like 2 like, skin packs or whatever. That'll be like actually not bad looking. And then the next like
But
3
nobody
store.
fucking cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. And then the next 3 store iterations after that are gonna be like a pile of shit, like in the store 3 times in a row, and then no one's gonna play it anymore.
That's just
And then their
hilarious
account
for-
will tweet something really sad about like, thanks for playing with us. The servers for Concord are officially shutting down.
Yeah, it'll
on June
be-
24th.
Oh my God.
It'll be Anthem. It'll
Oh,
be like
God.
yeah, it'll be like what EA did to Anthem.
At least a few people bought Anthem.
At least Anthem was like actually a cool looking game.
It looked cool. I never once touched it. Might have to fire up EA Play for that.
Yeah, and play a game whose servers aren't activated. That it's mostly multiplayer.
Yeah, who needs them?
Yeah, who needs them?
Yeah.
Yo, just want to jump in with a quick editor's note here. So this episode that you're listening to now was recorded on September 2nd. Currently, it's September 3rd. We've been talking about the Concord stuff. Really wild news, honestly. But quickly, today, Concord and PlayStation actually announced they are shutting down the servers for the game and fully refunding everybody. So we did not know that during the recording of the episode. Just wanted to jump in quick and say that they are refunding everybody on a game that they spent over $100 million on, and also apparently spent over 8 years of development on as well. So just an absolute colossal flop from PlayStation and Concord here. Crazy to see, really wild. But just wanted to jump in really quick and say that. Now let's get back to the episode. You know what's
I mean,
crazy
server
about
I
that
hardly
too?
know her, so.
What'd you say, Chris?
You know what also is crazy about that is, you guys know the game The Lord of the Rings Gollum?
Oh, absolutely.
How
Yeah.
bad that game was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That had more peak players than Concord did.
I watched a lot of streamers play that game.
Why? Was it funny?
It was just people that I
It
like
was
to
so
watch.
bad.
No, it's
So
awful.
bad.
It's a horrible game.
like it's not even horrible in a way that's entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining in that sense. It was fun to watch someone play it, but like, it's dude, it's just like they made a game about somebody who can't do anything, and like the things that you can do in the game is like strangle people, craft like very few items, and have like some sort of like climbing ability, and then you just traverse the maps around.
Yep, and it's like the worst built stealth system in any game ever.
Yeah.
And the whole game's built around like stealth, basically.
Yeah.
Awesome. Maybe I'll give that a whirl too. After I
Yeah,
play
but-
Anthem, I'll play golf.
For how
Yeah.
terrible that game was, for it to have more peak players on Steam than this new game
Than
that
this
cost
$100
over
million
$100
game.
million.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane, man.
That's what I mean. Like, so the only thing Sony's released this year, like, more than flopped. So I don't know. I think
How many-
maybe they got.
How many of those people have those PlayStations? They spent $500 for them, and they're playing like
FIFA, 2K, and Call of Duty.
FIFA, 2K, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Rocket
yeah.
League, and that's it. And then there's like 1% of those people are like constantly replaying the like Uncharted games, The Last of Us games,
Last of Us, yeah.
and Spider-Man, and God of War.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody makes good games anymore. Everybody just wants old games.
Yeah, that is true.
Dude, and
There's so many games I'd be so hyped if they got like remade.
And
like
they-
Halo 3, dude, I would go fucking nuclear.
I can't believe they haven't done that yet.
and they
I know,
could
it's-
do remakes so good, and even then like the companies fucked them up.
Because H2A was fucking insanely well done.
I've never
least the campaign was.
played Anniversary before. Like
Dude,
the campaign.
Dude,
Okay,
cutscenes
we have
are
to do-
so
we have
good
to
at
do it.
that.
Oh,
Very
we'll play
least,
through
cutscenes
the
make it worth
Halos.
it.
Guaranteed. We'll play through the Halos.
Anniversary is fucking insane. It
And
looks
we'll
so
do-
good. The
we'll do-
cutscenes are unbelievable.
We'll do CE Anniversary and Halo 2 Anniversary, and then 3.
Well, the best part about CE and 2 is that only 2 people can play them.
Yeah.
Really?
There's probably a mod if we play it on PC.
Yeah, actually,
could
oh yeah,
get.
there is.
Okay, cool. Then it all works out.
All right, never mind. I forgot Chris has a PC now.
Have you
I keep
guys
forgetting that.
have you guys seen how like Capcom redid the Resident Evils?
Yeah.
They like
What do
completely
you mean, like
they like
where they're just like that story-based like horror now? Or
no like
No, like they remade them all.
they remade all of the
Oh.
old Resident Evil games, but they
like
like
2 through 5 or whatever.
yeah, but they like remade them. Like they didn't just
Yeah.
like overlay like nicer graphics. Like they completely remade the game, and it's like
Yeah. Which is how remakes should be.
they
I think.
all play similar, like over the shoulder third person shooter. Like
Right.
one's still kind of clunky, two's probably still kind of clunky, but like each game is like a better remake because
Yeah.
the games get more modern on themselves. So
I
like
think I
the
played demo
4
of 4, it was crazy.
the 4 remake is like a lot better of a remake than the 1 remake is, but because the games are like so far apart from each other, like it's
Yeah.
just they're like whole new games, completely whole new games. It's insane.
Yeah, it would be sick if a lot of studios did that. I
Yeah.
was watching somebody play. It was either 4 or 5. I can't remember which.
That's what
whichever
Skyrim
ones-
should do.
Yeah.
In the meantime of Elder Scrolls
mean,
6.
Fallout 3,
I guess.
Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Skyrim, and maybe Oblivion, but that might be too old.
Dude, I would love
Like,
to play Oblivion with modern graphics because I want to play it, but
I
it
always-
looks like
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
needs to be
dude, it's awful.
improved. Like it'd be so.
I
clunky
can't.
to
I
play,
genuinely
too.
can't play it. It looks like
I'll-
trash.
I'm gonna replay it and I'll play through it and beat it, but like I always try to and I can't. But
Yeah, if
It'll
they did a
happen, but-
remake of that game, that'd be great. I would
love
I've
to.
never even played the Fallouts, but I feel like they're so old now that I don't want to. Because
I've tried
I
to
would
play Fallout 3
feel
like 10
terrible.
times and I
It's
can't
so
do it.
clunky.
It's horrible. I feel like unless you like grew up playing it or played it when it came out, you can't play it now.
yeah,
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
That's-
It's so
that's
clunky.
how I
It's like
feel.
an insanely clunky game to play.
Also, the whole game is fucking green, and that's
Yeah.
fine because it was 2007, but it's not 2007 anymore.
I just attribute that to that's what the Capital Wasteland looks like. If I went there in real life, that it would just be green.
Yeah, It is funny though that like every 2007 to 2009 shooter looked exactly like that.
Yeah,
they were all green.
Call of Duty 4, like
green.
It was green,
so
and if it
green.
wasn't green, it was like gray. Like every single
the
time.
opening cutscene of that game was green and gray.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
That's that map, that mission where you're like crawling through under the tanks, green and gray.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, that like late 2010, late 2000s was just. If you want to play a first-person shooter, you better love green. So,
what's up with this Ubisoft putting out an update thing?
What a natural way.
Yeah, dude, isn't that great? Chris, edit that out so I don't sound like a fucking idiot.
Oh, dude.
Hey, Chris, so what's up with this Ubisoft putting out an update thing?
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws came out a couple days ago.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Wait,
quick thoughts?
Yeah.
Anybody have thoughts on the game?
I think that game looks like fun.
Really?
Yes.
I think it looks fine.
I haven't looked into it. I know that people are like, it's very controversial of the game.
People just think it's boring.
But
Yeah,
like it looks like a fun game. Like it looks like a fun game.
I think for what it is, it's a game that I would play if it was on Game Pass.
I would too.
But I wouldn't buy it. But like what I'm hearing
Yeah.
about is it's just like a generic Ubisoft open world game where there's really not that much exploration that's worthwhile. And
It's Far Cry
there's
7
just,
Star Wars edition.
yeah, like the overlays and stuff with the quest markers and things like that. It's just like, you know, classic Ubisoft game that nobody really cares about because there's no depth to it.
Which kind of sucks because
That does
the
suck.
EA Star Wars games lately have been fire. Like Jedi, I never played Survivor, but Fallen Order was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed Fallen Order. It was good, but
It was
yeah,
fun.
I'm basically just hearing people say like it's very shallow and
That sucks.
graphically really cool, and
It does look sick, yeah.
I don't know. It seems like the story's fine. I was hearing some other people say like the story's like just kind of generic and like you can kind of sense where it's going all the time.
I mean, that's been Star
But-
Wars for like the last however many years at this
Yeah,
point.
honestly true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they launched it a couple days early for like $100, like
Yeah.
the special edition, right? You can pay $100 instead of $70 to play it 3 days early.
Yeah.
And then after people
deal.
spent, yeah, really,
$10 a day.
that whole thing to me is so dumb, man. Because now they're saying the game's launch date, but then it's just they're doing early releases, so the launch date is just earlier.
The day that
And
it
it's
came
like-
out. Yeah.
Yeah, the actual launch date is now just playing the game late. It's like, it's so stupid of a system.
Dude,
man.
I've bought plenty of those for Call of Duty.
You buy the early access.
Yeah, like the $120 version.
And you hate Call of Duty,
I
bro.
definitely did that for World War II. I think I did it for Modern
What?
Warfare 2019.
Of all the CODs, World War II?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right.
Yeah, those are, I think
I bought one. I think I bought one early access, but I don't even remember which one it was. Maybe Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3 was good though.
Didn't we get Beyond Light early access from Game Pass?
What, for Destiny?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think that was
I
one of
don't
those
know. That was
where
so
like early
long
access
ago.
launched on Game Pass. I don't remember. Maybe not. Maybe I'm fucking crazy.
CJ, yeah, so basically what happened with this, basically when they switched it from early access build to the actual launch date, for some reason there was like an update they had to do to like switch the servers or something. And they basically said this update is going to break anybody's save file who played early access. And
Oh my
you're not going to be
God.
able to progress past a certain point. The game will essentially like lock itself once you get to a certain point. So they were like, you guys should just restart your save file.
So what
it's-
was the point of the early access?
That's nuts.
Yeah, so you pay
That's-
for early access for 3 days, and then people play for 10 hours, and then they just lose all of that and just have to restart again.
How many people do you think just didn't restart?
Oh, a ton.
If they didn't, apparently they're going to run into a bug that's not going to let them finish the game. So
Dude, a ton of people did for sure.
Yeah.
Because
How,
like
how can you not update it without
Dude,
I
Chris
don't know.
Chris says 10 hours over those 3 days. There are people who played 10 hours like each day.
Each day,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that was like super far in the game. That just instantly had their game bugged. Dude, like when Cyberpunk released, there was a bug.
The best
There was a
game
bug
release
where
ever.
if your save file got over a certain size, it got corrupted.
Dude, I remember that. Yeah.
And it was like based on how many guns you pick up and like cybernetics and all of that stuff, like your inventory basically. Like if you had a lot of stuff in your inventory, then there's a chance that your save file is bigger. I stopped
so you
playing.
could be
I stopped
60
playing the
hours into
game.
the
Like
game.
I played like I put 40 hours into that game like the first week it released, and when I heard that happened, I stopped playing it and then didn't pick
Dude,
it up.
yeah, because imagine you get 70 hours in or something.
And it
then
breaks.
Yeah.
Like I was like
And it's like-
2/3 or 3/4 of the way through the game. You know, if it broke, like
This I don't know if you guys know who Scott the Waz is, but he was talking about Google Stadia, and he said that that was probably the best way to play Cyberpunk when it came out, because it was so like broken on every console and everything like that.
yeah, and it was running
Which is
on
probably
like
an interesting
no
point.
random.
it was
yeah.
running on the best the best parts, like the
Yeah.
best PCs.
Yeah,
That
which is
there
really
were-
weird. What like for a terrible or not terrible, but for like a nothing service, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, that game's great now. It's a totally different game.
Yeah,
now,
I would
but-
like to play it. I haven't gotten
Yeah,
around to it, but
I've
I'd
never
like to.
played it either. Is it on Game Pass? That's probably not, is it?
No,
But it's probably what?
I think it
it's
probably
40
will be
bucks.
at some point though, because The Witcher 3 was for a bit, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
But
so that makes
it's
sense.
probably cheap now. I don't know how much it is, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna look because I feel like that it probably should be cheaper than it is.
Oh, I mean, you can probably get like a Steam code or something.
I mean, it's
cheap,
still
but-
it's $60, and the
Still?
DLC is $30.
wow,
Oh my
$90
God.
for an 8-year-old game, or
Yeah.
however the fuck old it is.
Let's see if it's on G2A.
dude, that's crazy. $60. It's what,
Yeah.
3-4 years old?
Yeah, and it bombed.
No, it's got to be older than that, right?
and it bombed in the beginning, and they still are selling
I
it for
know.
$60.
Well, that was the game. They refunded
2020,
all of their
okay.
PlayStation purchases. Wasn't that what
I
happened?
think
right?
console in general, right?
It's
Or
I
like
think it was
last
just-
or
I think it
last
was
gen
just
console.
PlayStation.
Oh, that's a Steam account. Fuck. Have you guys seen that Black Myth Wukong game?
Yeah,
A little bit of gameplay.
It's
I know our boy Hassan is fucking going nuclear over it.
Yeah, I mean he loves Bloodborne games, or not Bloodborne games. I mean
Soulsborne?
Bloodborne is one of those games, but yeah, Soulsborne games. But that game actually looks like fucking sick.
It looks pretty cool. I
I don't know. It looks fine to me,
I think
but I don't like this game.
will
very
just
much.
watch somebody play it and probably not play it. Honestly, I don't
Yeah.
know,
I mean, it would be an easier Elden Ring.
dude. I love it.
But there's
Don't
like
get
I
him
was
started on Elden
I
Ring,
was
man.
I was reading something about that game that like the first boss of Wukong was like just mopping players.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I saw a clip of like the intro to the boss fight, and it was like a gigantic creature. I mean, I didn't really comprehend what was happening.
Yeah, I
but-
think that's a big thing because there's a lot of like, there's a lot of like historical lore behind Wukong.
Yeah, there is.
Like
Yeah.
it's based on real like
It's like
um,
Chinese.
mythology and stuff.
It's
Yeah,
like Chinese mythology.
and that's like a big part of that game is apparently those like huge creatures are like major bosses later in the game too that you fight, which honestly I think would be really cool. And I'm hearing that game is like less open world like enemy slop and more like almost exclusively boss fights.
Yeah.
Like they don't just throw like trash mobs at you constantly like some other open world games do, which I think is cool.
Maybe I would try it on Game Pass. It's another thing I would probably play on Game Pass, but like given
Yeah.
that normal type of game isn't really for me.
But to spend 60 70 bucks
Yeah.
on it,
I can't. I mean, the only game I've bought in the last I don't even know how long is Baldur's Gate,
yeah, I mean,
and that
I've
was just
spent-
because we needed a game to play.
yeah, the last game that I bought was Elden Ring, and then I bought the
Yeah.
DLC for it. So I mean, I've spent $100 on that game, but I'm also 130 hours into it, and I still haven't
got
beat the DLC. So
For sure, you got your money's worth. That's less than $1 an hour. Where else
Yeah,
you
that's
get that
crazy.
kind of fun?
Dude, that's pure content right there that Chris is injecting.
Yeah, that's content brain.
that's big content brain.
how Chris had a galaxy brain content moment.
A GBCM.
Yeah.
Nice. Love GBCM.
Hashtag GBCM.
Let's get it trending, guys.
When you guys
let's
are
get it
dropping
trending.
comments down below in our Patreon.
Yeah, hashtag GBCM.
Our
Get it trending.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it trending on Patreon, the
Oh.
platform you can't see unless you pay for it.
I really hope that there's somebody random that listens to this that actually is looking for a Patreon and can't find it.
Well, now you just ruined it.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
there,
we
man. It's there.
Just keep looking. Eventually, you'll get to it.
I'm talking about 2D Vance. We finishing it
The
up.
man, the myth, the legend.
We're at an hour. A little over.
Well, Chris, what do you know about the Chick-fil-A streaming service?
Chick-fil-A streaming service.
So Chick-fil-A is building a streaming service. It's apparently their parent company, not Chick-fil-A directly. But
I didn't even know they had a parent company.
yeah, it's
Is that like the Churches of America?
nice, man. I can't remember the name. There's a name. The family that owns Chick-fil-A has like a bunch of businesses apparently.
Anytime I get a nice man, I know it was absolutely dog shit.
Yeah, nice, man.
That's interesting though. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Chick-fil-A started a streaming service like to compete. I don't know if it's even to compete, to be honest, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a normal streaming service like Netflix and Hulu and that type of stuff. So like TV shows and movies.
They don't have enough.
They're gonna pick up Barnyard,
so-
and that's all they show.
They're gonna make like
I-
Chick-fil-A originals that have. Like,
Yeah, no,
Am-
genuinely, they are doing that.
yeah, for sure.
There's gonna be
And
originals on the
they're
platform.
gonna have like
Chick-fil-A is gonna be like the brand company that like is their advertising platform for it.
It's all
essentially.
Christmas movies and 2025. That movie 2025.
Moving out of the city to the farm, meeting the love of my life.
you know how
Merry Christmas.
you know
I
how
hate Christmas, but Merry Christmas.
I hate Christmas in the beginning, at the end. I fucking love it.
yeah. I had my awakening, my Christmas awakening. They're gonna have, you know, when you scroll through like all movies on any of these other platforms and you go past movies, like you're just like, these are fake. Like, what are these? It's gonna be like,
But it's all
of
of it.
those, yeah, the whole thing. And then you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
you're gonna go to Chick-fil-A and you're gonna get like the survey, and it's gonna be like survey for free month of the streaming platform.
That is, wow, that's actually 100% gonna happen.
You're
Dude,
gonna use it.
absolutely
They're gonna
it
use
will.
it as their marketing platform, which doesn't make any sort of sense. They're gonna have like Chick-fil-A product placements in all of the originals. You know what
They're
I'm saying?
promoting their own
Oh,
thing.
absolutely.
In
Like,
the
it's
thing.
weird.
It'd be like if
I've-
Netflix originals advertised Netflix all the time.
Yeah. Like you see like
Yeah.
a scene of them like laying in bed and it's like a Chick-fil-A commercial on the TV.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Nobody's buying new
okay.
streaming services now. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's definitely going to be paid. Here's something for you: unscripted budgets are estimated to be 400,000 for each half hour.
oh, that's pretty low
Yeah, that's not that high.
in the
I-
grand scheme
I-
of TV, I guess.
I had seen there was like 2 production companies that they like partnered with to like build this, and I can't find the names of them right now, but they were like so random. I think one was like Sugar 23 or something, like just stuff that you've
What?
never heard of, and they've produced nothing of value, like no,
No,
shows
man.
or movies that you've ever heard of.
Well, like
So it's like
They make the
Okay.
fake movies that CJ was talking about.
yeah, they make the fake movies. And like Amazon, right? The only reason Amazon is even a contender is because they have infinite amount of money.
Correct.
So like they can make like a show like The Grand Tour, which is like an objectively good show, but they dumped all of their money into it to make it like
Yeah,
like
the rights for those 3 were fucking absurdly
yeah,
expensive.
like, and it Amazon can do it. It's fine. So they make all those other like The Boys, and stuff like that, which are very good shows. Invincible.
Right.
They have all the money that they can put into it.
I found one of their platforms. It's called Glassman Media. Here's the shows behind it.
Oh.
You've got the notorious game show The Wall. The Wall International, Spin the Wheel. You've got Ultimate Cowboy Showdown, The Cowboy Way, Sweet Home Alabama, Death Valley,
Sweet Home Alabama,
The Preachers.
What?
So yeah, pretty notable programs there that we all know and love.
Dude. Sweet Home Alabama. Never mind. Never mind.
Drop it, dude. Let's hear it.
No,
Spit it out.
It's good.
Spit it out.
It's kind of a reach, so it's not even worth it.
We gotta hear it, dude. It was there. You almost had it. We gotta hear it.
I did, but I realized like it doesn't
dude.
really make sense.
Doesn't matter. Let's hear what we gotta hear it.
I was gonna say that show about what?
That show about what?
What were you gonna say?
I said Chris can edit it out.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Sweet Home.
I can't even say it.
What's up, man?
I was gonna say Sweet Home Alabama about Cody Ko moving to Alabama, but it's kind of a reach.
Did he?
Oh. No, this is okay.
It's kind of it's just because
I understand.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were serious for a second.
Imagine he was, dude. That would be so sus.
No, he's not gonna leave LA. The only redeeming quality about this Chick-fil-A thing is well, there kind of is. Like, so the family that owns Chick-fil-A, they own studio spaces, like major production studios in Atlanta already, and like Marvel shot.
So they have access to good locations.
Yeah, like some of the Avengers movies were shot at their studios. Like they're that tier of studio. So they have that, and I did see people thinking like maybe they're just trying to do this so they can actually use them, because apparently they haven't been used in a while. So they're just kind of sitting in vacant studios, which I guess makes sense. But
I mean, having a good studio doesn't mean it's going to be good.
Yes.
No, definitely.
But if you have a good location, you have a better starting point, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like one of like their companies that like Georgia, like, you know, that you see at the end of the Marvel movies, or is that just like the state of Georgia?
Yeah.
It's just
where
because
they put the state of Georgia things in. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess some of the Avengers stuff was shot there. I don't know what exactly, but that was just something that I had seen about it. So I mean, they have those major studios. It definitely helps with budgeting because they don't have to pay studio costs, which I'm sure is very expensive.
Yeah, 100%. That's probably good. I don't know. I guess we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe we can watch something that they come out with.
Dude, it could be funny. It is already in development though. Like, it is a guaranteed thing coming out. It's not something they're just talking about. So I think they were saying like likely later this year or like early next year.
So soon. Imagine they bought the rights to like The Office or something, and you
I'm
can
sure
only watch The Office
like
on
that. They're definitely going to do
Chick-fil-A.com.
something like that. That's the problem with streaming services, is they're going to buy the rights to some stupid show that people have a cult following of, and then everybody's going to complain.
Imagine you can just watch it in the same Chick-fil-A app that you order food from while you're waiting in line for your food.
If the Chick-fil-A app turns into like a duo ordering food and their streaming app, I will uninstall that off my phone. So
they're gonna let you use their food reward points for fucking monthly
for months of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Instead of a sandwich this month, I'm gonna get a month of Chick-fil-A plus
streaming service.
I wonder what their parent company is called.
I can't remember. It's just owned by the Cathy family. So it's a trust under the Cathy family. But
that's a family that's all about family values, traditional American family values.
Yeah, and probably valued at a lot of money, which they care about more. 33.6 billion. How about that for you?
Me when I find out it's 36 point whatever billion.
Nice, man.
I was looking through Chick-fil-A's Wikipedia to see if I can find like the company, and there's a whole separate article about Chick-fil-A and LGBT people. So that's
Yeah, of course there is.
good for them, dude.
CJ, you've seen this, right?
What video is it?
The 2D Vance Donut Shop video.
Oh, I've definitely. I think I have it. Hold on. No. Oh, here it is. I gotcha.
I love that we put JD Vance, aka 2D Vance, buying donuts. What's it like to live with negative Riz?
Yeah, who said that? Who typed that?
That was me.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't do that.
Oh my god.
What's it like to live with negative Riz?
This video, it's tough to get through. It's so like
Oh,
unbelievably
what's
awkward.
that?
She doesn't want to be on guys, so just cut her out of anything. Appreciate that, man.
My favorite thing, I said this earlier, but his team didn't block out her face at all. Only C-SPAN did later.
Oh.
Like his team released it without blocking her out at all, which is crazy.
The funniest part about this video to me is him saying good after he asked how long they've worked there. That's his response.
I just
How long
love
have you
some
worked here? 1
sprinkles
year.
stuff.
Good.
Good. Or okay. How long you been
Is
here?
that-
Okay. Yeah.
That's a hilarious response to give. Only that.
I'm running for vice president of the United States, and she goes, okay.
Dude, it's oh, that's the wrong one though. It's so funny,
Christ.
and it's like you can tell everybody's so awkward because there was probably no prep for that. JD Vance probably
No.
just like dropped in, like Secret Service came in, cleared it out, and then they just like walked in, and everybody was like,
Dude, they usually had like 6 cameras in there too.
I think I saw there were 15 cameras and 20 Secret Service people.
yeah, insane."
A lot of
Absolutely
glazed
insane.
here, some sprinkle stuff, some of these cinnamon rolls, just whatever's good.
Yeah, whatever's good. The worst thing you can say to somebody in a donut shop.
Whatever's good. Yeah,
Hey, what's
whatever's
good here?
He says,
don't
well,
care.
no, he says, actually, I think he says something more insane than that.
The thing is they don't care. They just want you to tell them so they can get it.
They just,
get it over with.
they want you to leave. That
They
that
don't
is,
want any of this to happen.
look, I work in the service industry. That is how someone looks when they want you to get the fuck away from them as quickly
Yeah.
as possible. Unfortunately,
yeah.
what does he say in the beginning? The zoo has come to town. Thank you for letting us come here.
I'm sure they just walked in.
And I'm sure the people, when he said that, were like, haha. Or something. Nice, man.
Nice, man.
He has like 3 videos like this too, Have you guys seen?
Yeah.
Have you
I
guys
haven't
seen the
any of
video
others one.
of him like in front of the snack table?
No, but why is it always food?
I don't know. He says whatever makes sense. He says like, oh, some of the glaze, some of the cinnamon rolls, whatever makes sense.
Whatever makes sense. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Whatever makes sense.
It doesn't matter. You can have whatever you want.
Just say assorted. Just be like, I want an assorted dozen. Like, he's not a real person. He had 0 interaction with anybody when
No.
when he grew up, and there's no way that like those are your social skills that you learned. Here, I have the snack table video. Let me send it in the
Dude,
Discord.
somebody from his campaign party for sure was just like, wouldn't it be so sick and like if we could get you to connect to the rural America or something, like the working man, go into this coffee shop, order some donuts.
Show the least amount of charisma anyone's ever shown on camera, and that will endear you to people.
Here, you guys watch that video that I sent in there.
Oh god, dude, this looks so awkward.
Chris
I'm
can
gonna pull it up.
Chris can probably edit this video into the YouTube
Yeah, I'll do
or
that.
something like that.
Oh god.
Hey guys, JD Vance here in Radford, Virginia. I thought I'd take you behind the scenes a little bit. When you get to an event, they've got a ton of crap for you to drink and eat. You got 3 bottles of Diet Mountain Dew.
He drops it. What did he just drop it?
If I ate even half this stuff, of
That
course, I would load
powers
up
the
like crazy.
president.
This
What?
this is the energy that powers the presidential and vice presidential campaign.
Lay's chips.
Dude, what's the room?
Yeah,
What is the setup? It's like a warehouse that has like a drape, and then a screen in the back, and then like a folding table with a Costco variety of like Lay's box, and like
dude,
energy bars.
I straight up thought he was about to say chip in $5, chip in $15 so we can get some more of this stuff.
Yeah. He starts it off by saying hilarious. Like they have all this crap for us, so he's like immediately like, I hate all of this.
Dude, he picked up the Diet Mountain Dew and dropped it in there, like didn't set it down, and dropped it.
And this video came out shortly after he said that Diet Mountain Dew thing. How he was like, oh, they think like Diet Mountain Dew's racist. But I drink it. I had like 2 of them today.
This is what $20-$30 worth of snacks. And
yeah,
he says this is the energy that powers the presidential campaign.
Yeah, dude, 6 bags of mini Lays, and you're cruising.
And it's so funny because like when he gives speeches, he tries to be a smooth talker.
Yeah, he can't.
This is the worst rider I've ever seen, bro.
Worst rider?
Rider, is that what you said?
What, like for him?
He's like examining everything on the table.
Oh, like for the venue, the rider for the venue.
Yeah.
If you want to help us get a better rider, chip in $5, chip in $15.
Well, you know, someone asked JD Vance what kind of snacks do you want, and he said, "Oh, whatever makes sense." And then the person was like, "Okay."
Bro,
I don't know. Get some Lay's. Get one single Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah, whatever makes sense.
Just stop
when he dropped it splashes. There's nothing else in there.
Someone opens it up, it's gonna explode.
Yeah. Whatever poor staffer wants a Diet Mountain Dew is just gonna get sprayed in the fucking face.
There's this scene of him. He said, "So when you fill up your tank at the gas station."
Okay.
I would love filling up my pump.
Dude, it's just. I'll keep them coming. Keep watching these.
What was he even referring to?
I don't know. It's just a clip, but it's like.
So when you fill up your tank at the gas station, maybe you should send a bill to Kamala Harris.
Like,
wow,
nice, dude. He really zinged her.
Yeah, he zinged her on that one, dude. He smashed it on that one.
Take her out of the campaign, man. How's she gonna recover?
Everybody knows how the vice president controls the gas prices.
Yeah, send it right to her.
The in the background was so weak too. They were like, yeah.
Dude, he got booed by somebody.
The firefighters union.
The firefighters union, because he went and spoke with him and got booed by him. And you know what's so funny is like. Yeah, I gotta stand up for my guy from Ohio, man. JD Vance out there really pulling in. Like, he's gonna keep that state red. And
yeah, dude, Ohio loves him.
Yeah, you know, and he just really like touches like the working class folk of America. You know, he really does, got it. Yeah. He's so good.
He's really got it.
He's so good off the teleprompter. Like, he doesn't need his speeches written or anything like that. He's zinging people.
That's why I said when you go to the pump.
Yeah, when you go to the pump. It's just classic.
Fill up the pump or whatever.
It's classic Ohio, like, you know, like between saying soda and pop. He's so likable out there. Full charisma.
I can't tell if you're joking or not, genuinely. I don't know if you're being serious.
I'm not being serious, but I did think he was going to be super likable.
Oh, I knew he would. Ohio hates him.
I was
like his ratings, I think, are so bad.
Granted, this was when like Biden was still running. I was like, oh, so they got like he's the young guy. That like no, seriously, because it's too like he's the young guy, so he's gonna carry all the energy of the Trump campaign.
Yeah, and he really carries energy super well.
Yeah,
he's
and
really
he wouldn't have done that anyway. He would have absolutely like botched it completely, like he is right now. Even the Trump administration.
Well, he's
even
just
Trump
doing whatever makes sense.
They said that there were reports that like Trump was like pissed at his son.
For I'm sure. But maybe don't listen to your fucking idiot kid when you're picking your vice presidential nominee.
So funny.
What are you talking about, bro? I'm surprised he didn't fucking pick Aiden Ross.
Nice man.
Nice, man.
God, that's so good, dude.
Just spitting out white hot zingers.
Aiden Ross doing a kick stream from the Resolute desk.
From Air Force One.
From Air Force One.
Or Air Force Two, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. I'm like almost speechless about it, you know.
I get it. I don't really blame you. It's hard to really have anything to say about him when, you know, if you look at him from the right angle, he's not even there.
Yeah, he just goes away.
Yeah.
He's like that like Family Guy scene where it's like a supermodel and she like turns to the side, or it's like an actor or somebody turns to the side and she like falls through the cracks of the wood. JD Vance giving a speech to the Milwaukee like Police Association and saying that he's finally bringing his 9-month-old German Shepherd and going, I know that looks like a lot like a police dog, but nobody kidnapped my dog. I want her back. I want him back.
He said that?
Yeah, he closes his speech out with that.
Nice. Yeah, everybody here was going to steal your dog.
Another video coming in your way.
Another heater coming right up. Oh, boy.
That for the first time, Ush and I decided to bring our 9-month-old German Shepherd on the road with us. And if you know what a German Shepherd looks like, you know that he looks like a police dog. So we're about to hit the road, but nobody kidnapped my dog because we want him back. God bless you guys. Thank you all. Good to see you.
Getting literally no laughs.
No, not a single reaction.
Relatable.
He doesn't know how to make a joke.
No, he doesn't. He can't. It's physically impossible for him to like. I don't know. It's like how he speaks. I don't know, man. He just can't land a single thing.
No, never once has he landed something a day in his life.
No, not at all.
Well, on that note, I think we all need to head to fill up our pumps.
I'm gonna go fill my pump up right now.
I'm gonna go get whatever makes sense and
Just go to 7-Eleven. Can you get me whatever makes sense?
I want whatever makes sense.
Dude, that worker would fucking kill you.
Calling the pizza place and then going,
they're on
what
their
can I
last
do for
legs
you?
already. Whatever makes
Whatever
sense.
makes sense.
Whatever makes sense.
Walking
You
in,
type in the order notes on DoorDash. Whatever makes sense.
walking into a car dealership. Well, just give me whatever makes sense. I don't think this one makes sense.
Yeah. No, never giving any background as to why. It just doesn't.
Just I don't think this one makes sense. Well, what doesn't make sense about it? I don't know.
Just help me find whatever makes
It's
sense.
gotta make sense.
God, that's so funny.
Oh shit.
There goes. Okay, Jonathan's out. See ya.
No, I can fell and leaked a little bit.
Oh, I hate when it leaks.
Nice.
Oh
And on that note,
Well,
that was
We're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah. Chris, did you want to make any last remarks?
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Quickly, I did have
go
a
for
song come out last week. So when this goes up a couple days ago on Friday, my new single "Release Your Body" just came out.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
if you like house music, go listen to it.
it's
Thank
fire.
you.
I can
It
speak
is
from
fire.
experience.
I'm very, very excited about this one. I think it was a really big step up for me on my like production skill level. So
Definitely.
Mhm.
Not that it wasn't good before, but it's awesome.
Oh, it's a banger.
No, dude, thanks, man. No, but thank you. So go check it out. But otherwise, thank you guys for listening.
CJ, anything to plug?
No, I don't have anything to plug.
All right.
I have nothing.
Socials at Prampcast everywhere.
Absolutely.
At Prampcast.
This
New
is
episodes every Thursday.
This is the Brothers Prampcast as well.
That's right.
So
As well.
keep us going, listening, going through your headphones
And car speakers too.
and car speakers too. If that's how
Especially
you
car
listen to it.
speakers.
Catch you guys next week. Thanks for listening.